So now we're going to review how to find the midpoint of a line segment. Before we do anything with x and y coordinates, let's review what it means to take the average of two numbers. So let's say that you had two test scores. One test you scored a 100, and then on the other test you scored an 80, excuse me. And I asked you to find the average of those two numbers. How would you find that? You know it's in the middle between 100 and 80. So you might guess that the average is 90. You'd be right, because it's halfway between 100 and 80. So the math to find the average of two numbers, to find the middle number, is to do the following. When I think average, I should think add. So I'm going to add those two numbers, 100 plus 80. And then I'm going to take that answer and divide it by 2 because there were two items that I'm taking the average of. So the math there is 100 plus 80 is 180 divided by 2. Then 180 divided by 2 is 90, giving me the average of 90. One more example of, no, we don't need to do another example of average. So here are the notes for finding the midpoint of a line segment where you know two coordinates. You know coordinate 4, 10, and you know coordinate -6, 2. Pause the video here if you want to double check your notes or write anything into your notes. So now we'll show you how to do the example that we took notes on. We're going to find the average of x, and we're going to find the average of y. To find the average of x, we'll take the two x values. Technically, I want to call this one x1 because -6 comes before 4. x2, y1, and y2. So to find the average of x, I'll add my two x values. -6 plus 4, and then divide by 2. And to find my average of y, I will add 2 and 10, and then divide by 2. -6 plus 4 is -2, and then divide by 2. So I can finish with -2 divided by 2 is -1. And I remember this is a coordinate, so it will go in parentheses. Then 2 plus 10 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So the coordinate that is the midpoint of this line segment is -1, 6. We should think about what this would look like on the graph. So if we had one coordinate at -6, 2, and we have the other coordinate at 4, 10, and there's the line segment, then the midpoint, the point halfway between them, would be at -1, 6. So that would be just a little bit to the left. And there's our midpoint at -1, 6.